Okay. In the day we live in today's very day, I don't think that there's one of you that can say truthfully that when you looked at me, you didn't wonder what I might be. You didn't think, maybe she's Spanish, even Hawaiian, maybe she lives lavish, but what I might ask you is, why does this matter? Why does my nationality cause all this chatter? Why does my skin tone raise questions about who made me grown, or if my hair's been sewn in, or why I have this type of chin, or why my elbows are ashy or not? Or why I might be Jewish without that being a thought? Why have we categorized people from before day one based off of how their skin reacts to the sun? Why has it suddenly become so important for us to genetically modify our babies and press submit when done? Why? So they're not as dark as some people? Or white, maybe mixed if you're on the fence, but God forbid if your grandbaby comes out black. I'm sure you could already tell me what they would lack. They would grow up without a daddy. They will constantly be crabby and never sappy because they'll have a strong attitude. One that someone will mistake for being rude. They will probably be abused by either parent, whichever chooses to stay, but when you ask them if they're okay, they will stay transparent. No issues or emotions. God forbid if they cry, because if they do, everyone will think it's a why. They will obviously be a criminal. I mean, which black kid isn't? And will probably be cuffed up because they didn't listen. They won't succeed or finish school. They'll get a job involving tools, or they'll try to wrap some trap with a backwards cap and take another lap in their little old car. One that was broken down and never even gets them far. And if it's a boy, he'll have a girlfriend by 20 and get her knocked up and then dip without leaving any money. And if it's a girl, she'll have the long ratchet nails with the loud voices she used to cry and wail. She'll never be quiet, professional, or proper. Neither will the boy. He'll hide his gun in his locker. These are all assumptions that can easily be made because of the scenarios and symptoms that a black kid has to pay. Once they're born, they don't even realize that they're black, not until someone comes along and tells them that proper grammar is what they lack. While they give the little white kids a few more cookies, the black ones will sit around playing with the rookies. They'll probably run home to you one day and ask, am I okay? Is there anything wrong with me? And you will act shocked and ask, why would that be? But in your mind, you would have realized that your grandbaby has finally seen the discrimination in front of their very own eyes. They've probably already begun being traumatized, and until you tell them why, they will always ask and they will always cry. But how do you explain to someone that the black ones always die? How do you say to someone that they will lose friends because of their appearance, and the only way of acceptance is 100% clearance that the only thing worth talking about is how dark they are? How because they're this dark they won't get this far, only get shot down at a bar, only get pulled over when driving a car, all because what? They're darker than you are? I guess that's the harsh reality of things, that before they can even speak, they'll be classified not as kings but as slaves, not as things buried in caves, not treasures but dark. All because they have a black birthmark. They'll be seen instead of read into, and you will continue to discriminate without having a clue. And it doesn't make sense. It never, ever will. To look at someone the way some do, without even trying to understand what they've gone through. So, I'm Tisania. This is my channel. I'm calling it Hear Me Out because my goal is to just be heard. Like, that's all I want. Like, I just want to be heard. I just want people to understand, like, where I'm coming from, listen to things and, like, and pay attention to things that they probably haven't paid attention to before. I think that's something that's important. I don't know. Like, this is my thing. I'm gonna try and make it a thing. I'm gonna see where it goes. And you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. It'd be cool if you did. But, like, if you could just watch, like, my spoken words and, like, watch my videos and, like, be thinking about it and, like, be thinking about what I have to say and be thinking about, like, my perspective or, like, other people's perspectives, or, like, if you can take my words with you, then that's all I want. As cheesy as that sounds, like, that's all I want. And that's my goal. I want to be able to touch people, not physically, because that's kind of weird. Yeah, so I'm Tisania. Tisania Smith. And this is my channel. Yeah. Alright, cool.